Welcome to today's tutorial. In today's tutorial, we're going to take a look at the SYSPRO request for code system, also known as the RFQ system. This system is a streamlined solution for soliciting codes from multiple suppliers. It also helps you to define your exact requirements, including detailed specifications, quantities, and the desired delivery schedule. Now let's take a look at how that looks like in SYSPRO. This tutorial will include the following: maintaining a requisition user for RFQ creation and routing, approving a requisition for RFQ, creating a RFQ, maintaining a RFQ, querying an RFQ, adding a code using the Supplier code entry program, and selecting a code from supplier submissions. We're going to start by going to purchase orders, requisition system, setup, requisition users. So here we're going to enter the user ID of the person who will be approving the RFQs. So here we're going to enter JD and we're going to tap off. And we're going to go straight to the authority level and check if this person is able to create an RFQ. As you can see there, the box is ticked. So Jenny is able to create an RFQ. If the box wasn't ticked, you would then tick the box to give this person the authority to create an RFQ. So we're going to leave everything as is. There's nothing to save because there were no changes made. So we're going to close this program. Now we're going to make sure that Anthony is able to route a requisition to Jenny D so that she can then create an RFQ. So again, purchase orders, requisition system, setup, and we're going to come here to requisition users. And we're going to enter the details for Anthony, so AG, and we're going to tap off. Now we're going to come to the routing information. And we're going to go here on route to user to create RFQ, and we're going to type in JD. And we're going to save. And we're going to close the program. So we're going to go to purchase orders, requisition system, transaction processing, and we're going to go to requisition entry. Here we're going to enter the user ID of the person who's going to be approving the requisition for a RFQ. In this case is AG. We're going to tap off. And we're going to select the requisition that we are trying to approve for the RFQ. So as you can see, we have 164 highlighted, and we're going to go to approve for requisition, and we're going to say align. As you can see, the status has changed to approved for RQF, and we're going to close the program. So we're going to go to purchase orders, request for code system, transaction processing, and we're going to go to the request for code review. We're just going to make this bigger. And here we're going to enter the RFQ user, which is JD, Jenny, and we're going to tap off. As you can see the requisition 164, and we're going to select it, and we're going to say create RFQ. And then here we're going to enter the supplier details. There were certain suppliers who were chosen to send a quotation for this specific requisition. So we're just going to enter the details. So supplier 1, for example, 21, we're going to tap off. 7.1, tap off. 7.5, and we're going to tap off. Now we're going to accept and close. And here we're going to enter the RFQ description. and the description would be mountain bikes. So this is the closing date that the suppliers are supposed to have already sent their codes. So we're going to select, it's basically like the expiry date. Let's say 2024 June. Okay. Let's just say the last day of submission is the 3rd of June. And we're going to say create RFQ. So this is now the RFQ reference number. Okay, and we're going to say okay, and we're going to close the program. Now we're going to maintain an RFQ. So we're going to go to purchase orders. We're going to go to request for code system. We're going to go to transaction processing. And we're going to go to request for code maintenance. Just going to make this bigger. And then here we're going to enter our reference. Remember the number that popped up when we created the RFQ. That's the one we enter here. So 502, we're going to tap off. So here we have all the suppliers. Here we have the description of what we are requesting a code for. And here we have the requisition and it's in progress, right? So this is the closing date. Basically, the request for code maintenance program is used so that you can make any changes. So for example, if you want to change the expiry date, maybe you want to give the suppliers more time. Let's give them an extra 2 days, and there we go, it's changed. And maybe we even want to add a supplier to the list. I'm going to tap off. Now we have a new supplier there. Okay, and here we're going to say okay, we're going to say okay. And as you can see, our supplier is there. And we're going to say end RFQ. I'm going to say end RFQ. And that's it. And we're going to close. Now, let's say you want to query the RFQ. So you're going to go to purchase orders. We're going to go to the request for code system. And we're going to go to request for code query. Okay. I'm just going to make this bigger. And here you're going to enter again the reference of the RFQ. Then we enter it to tap off. As you can see, we added supplier number 2. And remember, we even changed the date and we gave them 2 more days. So the date was the 3rd of June. Now it's the 5th of June. So the request for code query program helps you to just view the details. If you want to make changes, remember you go to the request for code maintenance. So we just queried the RFQ and we're going to close. So a supplier has sent in a code and now we're going to enter the details. So we're going to go to purchase orders, request for code system, transaction processing, and we're going to go to supplier code entry. And we're going to end supplier 1 and we're going to tap off. As you can see, there are different RFQs here. We're going to select the one that matches our reference, which is 502. And we're going to come here and we're going to tap off, tap off, tap off. And here we're going to enter the unit price. So let's just say 780. We're going to tap off. And now we can enter the lead time. So let's say 10 days is the lead time. And we're going to say code can still be changed until the closing date, Wednesday, the 5th June 2024. Okay, and we're going to close the program. Now let's select a code from a supplier's submission. So we're going to go to purchase orders, and we're going to go to request for code system, and we're going to go to transaction processing, and we're going to go to request for code maintenance. I'm going to enter our RFQ. So we're going to go to 502. I'm going to tap off. So as you can see, for others, we're still waiting for a code. But let's say for this example's sake, they also submitted their codes, and we have different lead times, and you will have different unit costs. So you will then choose the best lead time and price for you. So in this case, we're just going to accept this code right here. So code changes were saved successfully, and we're going to say okay. So here we have no submission, but here we have a code accepted. Again, if we had codes from these suppliers as well, we would have entered them and their codes would have been rejected. So we're going to close this program. We have reached the end of today's tutorial. Please be sure to like, comment which videos you'd like to see in future, subscribe, and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future uploads. Thank you for watching today's tutorial.